Findlay Trojans and your Trojans Raiders.
Hey, welcome back now to the second game of your Findlay Trojans Peewee Gold in their blue jerseys against Shaker Heights in their home white. As we get ready to drop the puck, Mason Cooper takes that face off for the Trojans. Held up top, Webb Sloan now moving forward with it. Trojans got it. Webb Sloan has it again. Looking to get that puck deep into the offensive zone. Wrapped around the boards now. Now collected by Sloan along the corner. Looking for a centering shot or pass to Cooper. Cooper's got it. He gets it back to the defense to Teagarden. Teagarden fires a shot just wide of the net. Teagarden Nichols back on defense right now. Cooper, Sloan, and Archer back on offense. Teagarden has it now. Backwards pass to Cooper. Cooper plays it off the boards, gets it up to Sloan. Tried to knock that through the center, but collected by Shaker and dumped deep into the Findlay defensive zone. Laura Teagarden has it now, looking to go up through the middle. Skate, try to get that up, but cross ice pass intercepted, but then collected by Ricky Nichols. Now Rylan Peterkowski has it, moving up the boards. He'll send it deep into the zone. Mason Beach out there now with Hank Schwab and Peter Koski. Thorton Grace now on defense. Nice job by Grace along the boards, a pinch. He's got the puck still. He's looking for maybe a shot. He takes one, goes off the stick, and then sent out in front and held on to by the Shaker goaltender. So now Rylan Peterkowski to take the face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Gets back, knocked back towards Shaker. They're looking to attempt their breakout out of the zone. Going center ice. Nice stick lift there by Rylan Peterkowski to thwart that pass across the middle. Ben Grace has it, sends it up the boards. Collected again by Shaker in the neutral zone. And then nice chip away by Mason Beach. Staying with it. Tries to throw one towards the goal. Hank Schwab's got it there over. He tries to put a shot on goal. That gets blocked by a stick by Shaker. And then centering pass up front, collected and sent down the length of the ice. Finn Biggs in goal for game 2 for the Trojans, and that's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that back down to the Findlay offensive zone. Now, George Homewood takes face off for the Trojans. He gets it back to Burkhart. Burkhart sends that over to Ben Grace. Ben Grace puts it in opposite corner. Now Homewood's got it again. Sends that out to the middle. Out to Henry Fort. He fires a shot. Oh, that just gets tipped above the goal. Nice offensive play work there by the Trojans. Now Fort jumps down to pinch. And now it's collected by Harrison Chape over to Burkhart. Burkhart's got an opportunity. He takes a shot. Oh, and just saved. He tried to go low blocker side. Nice offensive output on that shift there by the Trojans. Puck is dropped. We're back at it. Homewood got that back to Nichols on defense. Now Homewood in the corner with it. Battling. Burkhart joins him down there. And now Shaker's looking to break out. They pass forward. Then held up by Ricky Nichols. Intercepted. forward tip pass by Grace to Burkhart, but that goes just a little bit ahead of him. But good heads-up play by both of them. That puck gets dropped back, and that's going to be an icing, folks, as that was hit in after or beyond the center line. So we'll get a line change here. Now Mason Cooper to take the face off for the Trojans. He's able to knock that back to the defense. And then Eddie Homewood with a shot, but then stick out in front and just poked away as two Trojans tried to get a stick on it. And then nice puck work there in the neutral zone to knock that away. And then again, staying with the neutral zone pressure, but Shaker Heights bringing it back across. They're looking for a shot. They get one, but it sails it wide of goaltender Biggs. And now River Archer has it. He's going up the neutral zone, tried to get a centering pass, knocked back to him, tried to get another one over there to Sloan. That got tipped away. It's now Eddie Homewood bounces that up along the boards to River Archer, but intercepted by Shaker, who will dump it that deep into the zone. And then they're going to send it up the boards to Sloan. Sloan tips it out through the neutral zone. Shaker forced to collect. Shaker trying a long try-size pass. That goes nowhere, and that's going to be an icing. That gets through everybody. So Mason Cooper out now with the face-off for the Trojans. He drops the puck, gets it over to Archer, gets back to Teagarden. Teagarden tries to get it back up, but forward pass over to Shaker. Looking for a pass or a shot. Nice interception by Henry Fort. And now we have a 2-on-2, but that pass goes just a little past Webb Sloan's stick. And so Shaker collects, brings it around the back of their net, looking to break out. And nice work there by Sloan to stay with it as he blocks that pass with his legs. And then he stays with it again in the corner. And that puck's still in. Now Archer down there joining them along the boards there. Now puck sent out. Fort's got it. It's collected. Sends it back to Teagarden. Teagarden sends it out of the zone. Chipped it up to Archer. Now Shaker forced to collect. Mason Beach comes off the net on a forecheck. Nice little poke there. Good hustle by Beach. He's got it again. And he forces the Shaker goaltender to cover. Great pressure coming off the bench by Mason Beach. Puck is dropped. Around the Shaker net right now. Back behind. Little spin move as Shaker looks to clear. Errant pass. Rylan Peterkowski dumps it back behind the net. Hank Schwab's back there now too, looking for a place to push that puck. Sends it towards the middle. Over to Mason Beach, but it gets sticked aside. Good effort there by Schwab. Shaker's looking to take it up the boards. Nice job by Henry Fort in the corner to poke that away. Peterkowski's got it now. He gets it out of the zone. He chips it down. Shaker forced to collect. Now Shaker on a 3-on-3, coming across the blue line, looking for a potential shot. Nice job there. Gets in the middle, and but they score as that puck bounces through. And Shaker takes the lead early in the first period, 1-0. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off here for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. George Homewood took that. It's knocked back for Grace. Now it's behind the board or behind the net. Grace has it again, battling up there, getting up to Harrison Schaaf. Schaaf's got along the boards, trying to get that up. Still stuck back behind the net. Nichols has it now. He's trying to get it around to Burkhart. Burkhart battling along the boards with it too. Shaker comes out with it. Tries a centering pass. Just saved by Biggs. And Burkhart then sends it down the length of the ice. That was touched by a Shaker player, but they're going to call icing on that.
Icing.
Now puck is dropped. Shaker has it at the point. Sends a shot wide. Burkhart there, nice stick lift in the corner. And then Homewood's got it now. He gets it up to Shafe. Shafe now trying to clear the zone. He does. Forced to collect is, and then stick caught up in the skates there, and then shot was blocked and save made by Biggs. So we'll go to a quick line change in here. Cooper, Archer, and Sloan out there now as forwards. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back to Eddie Homewood. Gets it along the boards over to Webb Sloan. Looks to turn that around. He does. Gets it along the boards. Nice little move there. He's still got it. He chips it forward, but then it's collected by the defense. Now Henry Fort tried to move that up forward across the goal. And then chipped forward by River Archer, but then collected by Shaker and put deep into the Findlay defensive zone. Eddie Homewood's got it now. He chips it up to Webb Sloan. Webb Sloan looking to bang it along the boards. He does, but then gets chipped out center. Then Henry Fort gets it up through the neutral zone, so Shaker forced to exit and then re-enter again. And now Shaker in the midst of a little bit of a line change. They've got it now. Fort's got nice cross-ice pass to Homewood. Homewood then bangs it up the boards to Archer. Archer then moves it up forward. Racing for it is Webb Sloan. It's on net, and forced to cover is the Shaker goaltender, as Webb Sloan was bringing pressure. So Mason Cooper now with the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Sent over to the corner. Back to Henry Fort. Fort puts it back down into the corner. Now Sloan working with it. He's trying to dig it out through the corner, and then Shaker clears the zone. Mason Cooper goes back to collect. He's going to take it around the net, make a couple people miss. He's going to get that up to Webb Sloan, who's going to pick the pocket of the defender who's got it. And now Sloan's going around the corner. But he gets his stick caught up, and that's going to be a tripping penalty. So we'll get a look at the Trojan power play here for a minute 30. As Homewood and Peter Koski are out there with Nichols and Teagarden. So we drop the puck. And chipping it out of the zone is Lawyer Teagarden with some good effort off that faceoff. Now Ryland Peter Koski on the forecheck. And then sent back out of the zone. And Peter Koski's got a chance. He takes a shot, goes just wide. Now collecting it along the boards is Shaker Heights, but Findlay knocked it back out there. Now Shaker looking to reset. And then Ricky Nichols jumps that pass, tries to slow him up a little bit. And then a shot blocked. And then another shot tipped away. And now George Homewood has it. He gets knocked down. And then a shot to the net. Finn Biggs saw it, put the glove on it. And we're going to freeze the puck. So we'll get a line change here. Burkhart and Cooper as the forwards. Nichols and Teagarden will stay out on defense. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it around to Teagarden, who gets it to Burkhart. Burkhart now battling along the edge there. Nice job there to get them to drop it, and that goes right to Cooper. Cooper's going to get ahead of steam. He's going to send this puck deep, try to kill off some more penalty time. Burkhart now chasing down in the corner, trying to prevent them from moving forward. They get it up out through neutral zone, but intercepted by Cooper, who knocks it back through the end of the neutral zone and forced to dump it in and chase. And then sending it out is Nichols, collected by the defense, and a nice job by Cooper, who gets that up the boards, up to Sloan. Oh, just a little too hard off that pass. Sloan was coming out of the box looking for a breakaway. Burkhart holds it up at the line. Sloan and Burkhart battling. Gets sent back to Fort. Nice cross-ice pass to Mason Cooper. Cooper then tries to chip that forward, but met with a little resistance, but then chipped forward by Grace. Kept out of the zone. So back at neutral ice, Shaker collects. And now pursuing is Sloan, who gets that out into neutral ice again. Shaker collects. Almost had a stick on it. Was Beach trying to intercept that pass. Now cross-ice pass by Shaker, but a nice job by Ben Grace to get right on the body and prevent that shot from getting through. We're just under 3 minutes here left in the first. Pass picked off, by Sloan, but knocked back by Shaker. But Ben Grace has it. He's going to send that up the boards a little bit. Now sent back again. Now Mason Cooper collects. He's got a little bit of room. Tried to get that up to Beach, but they turned opposite directions, and so missed on the pass. And then Sloan battling at the blue line with the puck as well. Now Ben Grace has it, chips it aside to Mason Cooper on the backhand. Mason Cooper's going to go up with the puck. He finds a little bit of room. Now he's skating through center ice. He's got Mason Beach with him. He's going to cut to the outside. Puck escapes him a little bit. Centering pass in the feet. Just under 2 minutes left here now. Henry Fort comes down to try to stop that. Out to Peter Koski. Peter Koski throws one at the net. Goes just wide. Now Beach is battling in the corner there along with Fort along the boards, and then Shaker comes up with it. And then shot. Nice job by Ben Grace. Gets the body in front of it, and then a kick save by Finn Biggs. Then sending that into the zone was Peter Koski, but gloved down and sent opposite side of the ice for an icing by Shaker. So we'll have an offensive zone faceoff for the Trojans, down 1-0 with just under a minute and a half here left in the first. Let's see if they can capitalize on this opportunity, put one in the back of the net, and tie the game. George Homewood takes the faceoff, gets it back to Ricky Nichols, tries to dump that in, but then they lose the puck. Now Nichols, they're going for the backhand. Oh, backhand pass. Missed the net as Biggs was sliding over and ready. Then looking to collect on a wraparound. Biggs with a save. Biggs with another kick save. Nichols now sends that around the opposite end of the ice. And now Homewood out on the forecheck too. That shot from the point goes wide. Chip back in front, missed. Collected by Eddie Homewood. Trying to get that out. Sticklift brought that back. And then errant pass by Shaker. That's a free puck. Findlay skating down to go get it. Under 30 seconds left here in the first. Oh, possible turnover in the... Oh, Shaker collects. Oh, I thought they were going to lose that through the middle. Pushing him to the outside. Nice stop by Burkhart with the skates. As he cuts off that centering pass by Shaker on the breakaway. Now battling in the corner. And we're going to freeze the puck. And we're going to send 2 to the box, 1 for each team. Shape and number 6 going for roughing with 1 second left here in the first, so those will carry over into the second. We're going to skate 5-on-5 still. And that should be a neutral zone face-off. Second left, and the clock expires. And we'll go into the first intermission with Findlay down 1-0 here after 1, but still plenty of hockey left. So the teams will change sides. They'll talk about it, and we'll get back here in just a moment. right. So, incidental roughing penalties. Both teams still skating 5-on-5. We change sides. Mason Cooper takes face off here. He'll have Sloan and Archer out with him. Grayson Nichols on defense. Finn Biggs again to start the second period in goal for the Trojans. Down 1-0. So they get ready to drop the puck here. Let's do that hockey. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back towards the defense. Now Nichols collects behind the net, chips that forward along the boards. Shaker tried to get that out for a shot from the point, blocked by Mason Cooper in the middle, in the slot there. Now puck still loose in front, trying to chip that forward. It's Findlay now chipped back into the corner. Ben Grace goes to the corner, knocks that through to Archer. Archer chips it along the boards, collected by the defense, and then sent centering, but in front of the net. No one has it now. Webb Sloan has it. He's going to skate forward. He's trying to make a couple people miss. Just gets caught up along the boards, but still staying with it on the back check. Gets that out to Cooper. Mason Cooper, a little nifty move towards the boards. He looks to Webb Sloan in front. That gets chipped aside. Sloan still has it now. He's looking for a centering opportunity, but that gets sent into the corner. And now just knocked out. Ricky Nichols has it. Now he sends it as people get out of the zone, keeps everyone on sides, and sends that towards net, stick the side behind the net. And then collected and battling for it is Sloan. He's arguing behind the net. Cooper's got it. He takes the shot. Oh, off the glove! And hits the back of the net, so above the boards. So that's going to be a stoppage in play. Nice little centering pass there from Sloan to Cooper, who was wide open in the slot. Findlay getting close. They're on the doorstep. Let's see if we can get something happening. Peter Koski's out there now with Schwab and Beach. That gets sent to the opposite corner. Beach in pursuit as they're trying to get it out. That's held in by Nichols. Nichols chips it forward and then keeps it in again as they try to knock it out. Centering pass sent to Beach. Beach takes the shot, goes just wide. Schwab now battling in the corner. Grace has joined him down there. Now Peter Koski's back, and puck comes back to him. He fires it back towards the net. Nice job there by Peter Koski on the cover. Now sent opposite side of the ice. Now trying to get that out, but kept in by Homewood. And then collected by Schwab. Schwab then sends it back down into the corner. Nice pressure by Findlay in the offensive zone here to start the period. Gets sent behind the net. Beach in pursuit as they try their breakout. Does Shaker, but then just gets it opposite side of the ice. And then just causing enough interruption was Eddie Homewood there getting his stick to tip that pass just far enough out of reach that goes into the zone, and now they're battling in the corner. Peter Koski and Nichols are for the Trojans. And then that gets sent out. Now Shaker pursuing options, trying the wraparound. Nothing doing as Eddie Homewood was there. He collects the puck, bangs it up the boards, and then collected by the defense for Shaker, looking for a centering pass. And that was nice save made by Finn. Finn gets over to Schwab. Schwab over to Beach. Beach will dump it in deep. He's pursuing down in the corner now with it. Now we'll get a line change. Burkhardt in on pursuit there. That gets up there. And then forward pass center. Stop on the shot by Biggs. Gets it up out of the zone. And then another shot just wide of the net. And then tipped out by Fort. Now Mason Cooper on the forecheck trying to pursue this puck. Tried to hold that up, just got out of reach there. Gets sent back in deep into the zone by Shaker. Eddie Homewood now, they try a wraparound. That goes in front of the net, no one there. Fort bounces it off the boards. Try to get it to George Homewood. George held up the shot there. Nice effort by Homewood. So Homewood, Cooper, and Burkhardt out there now. Fort's going to wrap that harder on the boards. That goes over for Burkhardt. Burkhardt's got it. He's battling along the boards with it. That squirts out, and Mason Cooper has it now. Now he's going to go around the net. Nope, he's not. He's going to go put the moves on, and now it's against the boards. He's battling for it as well. And digging it out, and it goes up towards Burkhart. Now Burkhart's going to push and try and skate this out. He's coming up neutral ice. He's got opportunity. He throws one towards net, and the goaltender's forced to cover. Looking for a rebound there as he had George Homewood charging. Puts a low shot on there, but they cover. So Cooper will be out there now with Sloan and Archer. Grace and Teagarden back on defense. They drop the puck. Cooper gets it back to Sloan. Sloan works it down to the corner. He gets dropped. Archer's over there too. They're digging for it. A lot of contact down there. No whistles though. And now Shaker comes out with it. And then they try a long pass. That goes back. Teagarden tips it. He collects it behind the net. Spins opposite way. Banks it up the boards. Trying to get it up to Cooper. And then it finds its way in the slot. Nice shot from Shaker. Nice sliding kick save by Biggs. And then tripped up is Teagarden. No call as he had the puck. And then tipped away. Archer's got a feed on it. He's going to send it down deep into the zone as they're going to pursue. And they go all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing as Shaker clears it, looking for a line change. So this will be to the glove hand side of the Shaker goaltender in the Findlay offensive zone as they change lines. Let's see if we can get something happening in the back of the net here. Tie this up for the Trojans with 7:30 left in the second. Puck is dropped. Peter Koski with the face-off. That gets sent to the corner. Beach gets knocked down. Peter Koski comes up with it. Tried to get that to Schwab. That got knocked out. Nichols has it now. He's going to go on the backhand. Now he's going to switch directions. Now he's going to switch again. Battle for it in the corner with Shaker. Shaker has it. Tipped aside. Nice active stick there by Eddie Homewood to tip that behind the net. Then it gets chipped up the boards. Rylan Pierkowski battling again with it. Shaker trying behind the net now pass. Peter Koski's there. He gets banged into the boards. No play on the puck. Beach has it. Now it's still in the corner. Now out to center ice, and Ricky Nichols has it. He's going to lead the charge from the defensive end. He's got a head of steam on people. He cuts to the middle. He looks for a shot. He finds the back of the net! Post goes top Cheddar for the score to tie this game up. All square now with just 6.5 minutes left here in the second. George Homewood out now to take the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped, knocked back towards the defense. Ben Grace has it. He moves it up the boards, trying to get it to Homewood. Knocked back through neutral ice. Trojans battling for it. Shaker comes up with it, tries a shot. Finn Biggs gloves that as it was going outside the net and says, I'll stop play and let's try this again. So puck frozen. We'll have a defensive zone face-off to the glove hand side of Finn Biggs. Homewood to take this face-off again. Puck is dropped. Homewood comes out with it. Then it's tipped aside. Ben Grace has it, chips it up towards the top of the zone, but kept in by the defense of Shaker. Now battling along the boards. Both teams are. And then sticked out. Shot in front. Tipped aside. Shafe spinning around the boards, trying to get it up, and it's finally knocked out. And then pushed to the outside as Shaker brings it in. Now Shaker looking for a shot from the point. They've got it. That hits George Homewood. He got in front of that shot. And then sent forward and out of the zone by George, who's tripped up. No call. Homewood's got, nope, knocked away again. Shaker's got it again. Pushing him to the outside. And a shot. Oh my gosh, how did that get through? Shaker with the shot from just by the red line. Snuck through somehow. So Shaker takes the lead again, 2-1 here with just over 5 left in the second. Mason Cooper with the face-off for the Trojans. That gets batted ahead, but that's going to be offsides.
Scored by number 6, Evan Pierce. Pierce unassisted.
So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Mason Cooper with the face-off now. That tried to tie that up. That get knocked out and sent back into the Findlay zone. Centering pass goes wide. Nobody for Shaker could get a stick on it. Now Mason Cooper has it. He works to get it up the side, trying to get that to Archer, but a stick got in the way. So back in the corner it goes. Eddie Homewood's got it. He's going to send that rapid around the boards up to Teagarden, who's going to chip that forward. Oh, tried to get it to Archer or Sloan, but then that stick got in the way and just took it off its intended trajectory. And now nice work there by the Findlay defense to collapse on that. We've got a little scrum in front of the net, but no penalties called. We'll keep going here. With 4:33 left in the second, Mason Cooper gets that puck back to Eddie Homewood, wraps that around the boards. Shaker collects, tried a centering pass, but River Archer's got it. He gets it up to Webb Sloan. Webb tried to go between feet, but it got caught in skates. So it gets chipped back. Eddie Homewood back there now. Wraps that along the boards. Shaker tips it forward. They're looking for a centering pass. Laura Teagarden there prevents that from happening. And pass is collected by Mason Cooper. Sent up. Oh, tried to hit Webb Sloan, but now Teagarden's got it. He sends it up the boards. And now it squirts out to the middle, but it's knocked forward to the defense. Defense takes the shot, goes wide. Biggs had an eye on it. Now centered in front, Mason Cooper's got it. He's going to get ahead of steam as he tried to get that to Sloan, but that was intercepted. And now 2-on-2 shot. Finn Biggs kicked that aside. Too far away on the rebound for the streaking Shaker forward to get it. They try a centering pass. Nice pass. Goes up to Sloan, but knocked aside by Shaker. Now Shaker coming up from the face-off circles, but kicked aside by Eddie Homewood. Eddie Homewood now battling along the boards with it. Gets out to the point. Rylan Peterkowski sticks it forward. He gets to the neutral zone. He gets across center ice and sends that deep into the zone. We'll get a change on defense and on forwards. As Shaker looked to break out, but that's going to go down the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing as they missed that pass. So 2:50 left here in the second, and we're going to have a face-off down in Good Guys offensive zone here to the glove hand side of the Shaker Heights goaltender. So Homewood will be out there to take the face-off. Puck is dropped. Get that back to the defense. And then shot fanned on, so now we've got a little bit of a breakaway. Ben Grace there playing the body. And a nice shot and save, and multiple saves by Finn Biggs on that opportunity. And now Shaker's got it in the corner looking to do something with it. Ben Grace knocks him off the puck. Nice work by Grace. Now Shaker trying to collect on that in front, but Findlay's got it. Now coming out with it is George Homewood. George Homewood's got ahead of steam. We've got a 2-on-2. He's going to put one down towards the net. He's going to chase after it, try to get a shot on it. It's still loose in front. Shaker falls. Loose puck still collected at the point by Nichols. Kept in. He's going to send that opposite side of the ice. George Homewood now looking to make a play on it. He centers it. Nichols trying to get a shot on it, but Peter Koski was there and chipped in on it. And now it's sent back to the corner, wrapped around the boards opposite side by Shaker. Now Shaker's charging. Nice play there by Beach to get that out of there, and then sent across ice. Hank is trying to catch up with it, but it's going to be out of his reach, and that's going to be an icing here with 1:27 left. So we'll go back to the opposite end of the ice to the blocker side of Findlay goaltender Finn Biggs, with just under 1.5 minutes left here in the second. Mason Cooper out now to take the face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped, gets back to Henry Fort. He's going to wing it around the boards to River Archer. Archer's going to try to chip that forward. It's out towards the slot. Shot. Nice stick save by Finn Biggs. Puck in front. Chipped forward. Webb Sloan has it. He's going to look for a little bit of room as he goes through the neutral zone. He's going to send that deep into the zone and keep chasing in pursuit. He gets sent down. No hand. No penalty, as that was a straight check. River Archer with a nice play on the puck to knock that out, as Shaker Heights has it behind, and now nice work there. Tip it out, or to get it out of the zone, and still battling for it is Sloan at the blue line. Chipped ahead to Shaker. Shot. Biggs cover with 26 seconds left here in the second. So Mason Cooper with the face-off now for the Trojans. He's going to knock that back to himself and get that up to Sloan, wrapping it around the boards, trying to clear that with Sloan, but hit a player, batted down. That should be a penalty, as a different player touched it for Shaker, but still no call. And now going cross ice is Sloan, closing seconds of the period. Keeping that down there as Archer. Sloan comes in, tries to chip that out, and that's going to be the end of the period. So Shaker 2, Findlay 1. Teams will switch sides and strategize, so still plenty of hockey left. Come join us in a few moments. All right, teams have met, discussed strategy, switched sides, and we're getting ready to start this third period. 13 minutes of hockey action left. Homewood to take the face-off for the Trojans. He'll have Burkhart and Schaaf out there with him. Puck is dropped, bringing it into the zone is Shaker. Stick to side and the wraparound attempt. Findlay there with some nice pressure in front of the net. Puck down into the corner now. Sent opposite side now behind the net. Wrapping around, poked away by Teagarden. Nichols has it now up to Burkhart. Burkhart gets that up to Homewood, just goes through his skates. But it enters the neutral ice, so forced to recheck or reset. Getting that up the boards to Findlay and then knocked forward by Homewood. Homewood now fighting. He gets knocked down. There's a blatant interference.
Shaker penalty to number 34, Ethan Hayjack. 90 seconds for interference.
So interference penalty, Mason Cooper to take the face-off for the Trojans. Collected by Shaker Heights. But Cooper gets it in the neutral zone, sends it up to Sloan. Tried to center that to Cooper. Teagarden's got it now. He's going to get that back to Nichols. Nichols is going to get it back over to Teagarden. Try to get a shot off, bounced over his stick. But George Homewood has it now. He's going to send that out back to Mason Cooper. Now going neutral zone, center ice, but that's going to be offsides. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off for the Trojans now. With a minute left in the power play. Let's see if they can use the man advantage to tie this game up in the third. Mason Cooper to take the face-off for the Trojans again. Puck is dropped down, collected by George Homewood. George sends one at the net. Wrapping it around the boards is Shaker. Ricky Nichols comes down to collect. He's still got it. Try to get that forward, but that's chipped away. Now coming with it is Shaker. Shaker now with a shot. But Mason Cooper was there. He chips that forward. Collected by George Homewood, getting hooked to high heaven, no call still. Now sent out by Webb Sloan. And they're going to call a tripping penalty on that, even though he got the puck. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 22 seconds here. With Cooper and Homewood out for the Trojans on forward. Fort and Grace out on defense. Puck drop back. Goes to Fort. Fort wings it around the boards. Tries to get that over to Homewood. Homewood tried to chip it up the boards, but met by resistance. But he gets it. Ben Grace gets it. He's working along the boards with it. He chips it out of the zone. And now Homewood out there on the forecheck. And now going cross ice is Shaker. Pass goes a little wide. Centering pass. Mason Cooper has it now. He's going to dump it down to neutral ice. George Homewood there still in pursuit on the forecheck. Now dumped into the behind the Findlay net. Ben Grace has it. He rips it around the boards. He's got it. He chips it forward again. He's still battling for it over there. Now behind the boards, Homewood and Grace. Centering pass. Fort's got it. He chips it forward. George Homewood has it now, holding it up at the line. Now sent forward by Ben Grace, but then sent back in, or back deep into the zone. Now Cooper's got it. Nice little nifty move. He's going to find some space. He's just looking to get it out of the zone here. He does. And now he's got a little bit of a rush going, and we've got an offsides.
Offside.
7 seconds left on the Trojan penalty kill here. Archer and Peter Koski out now with Nichols and Homewood. Sloan to jump out of the box here in 7 seconds. Puck is dropped. Nichols has it. Gets it, Homewood had it. Got chipped back out.
Findlay returns it into the ice.
Now
Both teams have
sent back to the corner. Everybody at full strength now. Behind the net with it. Looking for a pass was Shaker. Eddie Homewood with it. Sends that forward off the front. Tipped aside and knocked in. So that's a goal for 55 left in the third. Just the errant tip pass found its way to the front and Shaker collected. But still plenty of hockey left here. 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey, so let's see if Findlay can capitalize and get one in the back of the net here soon. Mason Cooper with the face-off gets that over to Mason Beach. Then that gets tipped into the zone by Fort, but collected by Shaker. Tries to go opposite side of the ice. Mason Beach has it now. He tries to get a shot. He gets back checked. Then Schwab got it. It goes in front of the net. Shaker goaltender forced to cover. And so we will have a face-off in the Findlay offensive zone. Mason Cooper again to take that face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Gets it over. Mason Cooper's got it now. He's looking for a little bit of room. He finds a shot. Oh, just goes over the net. Now sent back. Fort's got it. He plays it back behind the boards. Mason Cooper has it now. He's looking for a centering opportunity. He's tripped up. Loses his stick. Shaker looking for a break here, and they're offsides.
Shaker offside.
So that'll be a neutral zone face-off here. True neutral zone face-off. Nope, guess not. Fresh line changes. Homewood, Burkhart, and Schaaf out there now. Homewood chips it back. Gets that, tried to get that to Fort. That got chipped ahead. And Finn Biggs, as it got tipped towards him, puts a glove on it and freezes it. So we'll have a face-off now to the glove hand side of Findlay goaltender Biggs. Good heads-up play by Biggs as he had Shaker forward pressuring. Puck sent out. Intercepted by Fort, sent out of the zone. Homewood there now, Burkhart there on pursuit as well. Puck gets sent back to the corner. Fort there, collected by Shaker. Teagarden there though with it, pushes that puck aside. George Homewood tries to get that out to Burkhart. Shot, score. So Shaker up 4-1 now with 7.5 left in the third. Mason Cooper to take the face-off for the Trojans. Gets that forward to Sloan. Sloan looking for some space. Still got the puck. Now up to Ricky Nichols. Nichols will dump it back down and along the boards to Sloan. Sloan's got a little bit of room. He tries to center one. Oh, just missed as Archer was there. Tried to get something on it. Now Eddie Homewood centers it. Now Sloan's got it. He tips one forward. Oh, and that's held on to by the goaltender for Shaker Heights. Mason Cooper with the face-off now for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. He gets that back to Grace. Grace fires a low shot. Just went wide. Now Webb Sloan has it in the corner. He's looking for some room. He's got it. Oh, and then puck gets sticked away from him. And Shaker's going forward with it. Kind of losing the puck in the middle. There's offsides.
Shaker, offside.
Almost could have been an interference penalty there. Now puck is dropped. Mason Cooper gets that knocked forward. River Archer's got it now. He's trying to make his way through the zone. That gets kicked back deeper into the Shaker offensive zone. Shaker looking to try to break out, but nice work there by Findlay on the pinch in the corner by Ricky Nichols. And then just out into the neutral zone, but then knocked back in by Findlay. Oh, nope, they're going to call an offside.
Findlay, offside.
We get a line change. Peter Koski to take the face-off for the Trojans now. He'll have Schwab and Beach with him. That gets back to Eddie Homewood. Eddie Homewood looking to make a move through the middle, but that gets picked off. Shaker with the shot, well wide of Findlay goaltender Biggs. They get it down in the corner. Peter Koski's there too, along with Fort. Fort knocks him off the puck. Tried the wraparound. Homewood was there. Now playing against the boards is Shaker. Peter Koski now strips that away. Chips that out towards the side. Shot goes wide. Schwab tries to get that out, but gets knocked back towards the middle. But Peter Koski's got it now. He's going to play it up the boards. Held in by the defensive Shaker, who dumps it back down into the corner. Eddie's got it now. He wraps it around the opposite side of the ice. Now trying to get that up is Peter Koski, but runs into two Shaker players as well. So Fort and Peter Koski, they're down in the corner now battling for it. Now to the slot. Nice job there by Hank Schwab to get in front of that shot. Next shot by Shaker goes wide. And then Fort pushes him off the puck. Nice job by Henry Fort down there in the corner. And now Findlay trying to get that out, and it bounces out. And a nice kick save on that shot from the slot by Finn Biggs. And then puck is covered. Delayed whistle, but whistle nonetheless. So just under 5 minutes left here in the third. Findlay down 3 goals. See if they can get something in the back of the net here soon. Homewood with that face-off shot. Aaron's shot goes wide. Burkhart there tries to interrupt that. That gets sticked aside. Shot wide again by Shaker. Burkhart's got it. He tries to move it up the boards. He's run into by Shaker. Shot, goal, Shaker. And Shaker forward, picked up on it again. Main one scored for them today, number 6. So 5-1 now with just under 4.5 minutes left. Puck is dropped.
Shaker goal scorer number 6, Evan Pierce.
Burkhart brings the puck forward, but it's offsides. As Shape was in there, turned around looking for the puck too. Goes back to Nichols. Nichols gets it up center ice, cross center ice, gets it to Homewood. Homewood's got it in the corner, takes a shot, goes over the goal. Nice interception there by Burkhart. Burkhart's got a little room. Oh, they're going to call offsides on that, even though great hustle by Homewood didn't look offsides. Guess they couldn't let him get a break opportunity there. So Mason Cooper now takes the face off for the Trojans. Gets that back to Ricky Nichols. Oh, taken by Sloan. Trying to get that into the zone along the boards. Now knocked in by Archer. Sloan battling along the boards for it. Centered out in front. Chipped up high into the air. Then along the boards. And closing in on them. No, penalty. Oh, they're calling a penalty on that. There was a good bit of acting there on that dive, as Findlay will go on the penalty kill now. And Archer will take the face off for the Trojans now.
Findlay penalty number 18, Mason Cooper, 90 seconds for an elbow. Cooper.
Shaker gets that back, looks for a shot from the point, tipped wide. Trying for the wraparound attempt is Shaker. Nothing doing, sent that well in front of the net. Nice effort there by Teagarden to knock player off the puck. Errant cross-ice pass. Ricky Nichols over there trying to cause some commotion on defense. As Shaker has it in the corner, tipped aside and stopped by Biggs. So Archer will take this face off. Gets that back to Nichols. Nichols now looking for a little bit of room, takes it behind the net. Gets knocked off the puck as they bring it back to the point. Archer now. Archer with a little bit of a break. He's trying to get ahead of Steve, or that's Sloan, sorry. Sloan with a shot. Oh! Just goes high, had the top corner open, just went above. And we're going to get another penalty here. This time on Nichols. He tried to make a play on the puck, but got the body, unfortunately, so. So we'll skate 3-on-5 for 26 seconds.
Findlay penalty to number 21, Rink Nichols, 90 seconds for tripping.
Puck has dropped. George Homewood with that shot. Nice kick save by Biggs. Ben Grace gets it out. That's offsides as it chipped out of the zone. So good effort there by Grace to get that out. Force the neutral zone face-off. Puck is dropped. Goes back. Good pursuit there by Homewood. And then forcing an errant shot is Ben Grace. And again, nice work there by Findlay in front of the net, causing some commotion. And another shot chipped up. Biggs with a save. Findlay's got one player back now, so still one down. But nice save by Biggs again. And another block with a body, hit a Findlay body somewhere in front. And then Cooper now with a nice block on that pass. And then that shot goes off the skate of Fort. Now they're collapsing the zone, looking for a shot. That hits the body in front. Gets sent to the corner. Now Fort's got it. Fort's going to try to chip it up the boards. Nice work by Homewood to stop that curl around the corner by number 11. Now Mason Cooper's got it. He's going to go opposite side of the ice. He gets hacked at. No call. Now he's going to lead a charge. We've got a 2-on-2. That gets chipped forward, but not enough men on the ice to help support with one on the penalty still. Now sticked aside. Great work by Eddie Homewood to break up that breakaway. Now Ben Grace has it. He's going to wrap it opposite side of the boards. Everybody at full strength now. Ricky Nichols has it. He's going to move in front of the net. He's still got it. He's looking to go coast to coast, it appears. He tries to get that down into the zone, but then it's knocked out and collected by Homewood. Homewood tried to go opposite side of the ice. And now a shot. Nice save by Biggs in the closing 30 seconds. Sent out by Nichols. Nichols sends that up. Held in by the defense. Shot from the point. Bounces off a player and bounces wide. Now sent out in front. Now George Homewood has it. Now Burkhart ties it up. Looking for a centering pass in the closing seconds is Shaker. Cooper has it now. Closing seconds, and that's your game, folks. So, series today is split 1-1. Findlay takes the first game, and Shaker takes the second. So, much improvement from the last time the teams met, where Shaker took 2 of them. So, thank you all for watching. Safe travels to the Trojans on the way home. And I hope everyone has a safe and happy New Year. Join us next week on the 4th as we travel to Gilmore Academy for 2 games. On that Sunday, we'll be